Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
So what Steve and I wanted to talk about, and I think Steve brought this up. Here's what we should talk about, because Steve sees more real estate transactions than anyone in this town, period, because he's the number one escrow company in town, been around for 54 years now. So Steve sees it all. And I love to see he goes, here, I want to help your listeners understand proper expectations, or those who don't have the right expectations about real estate today.
So the market's changing by the minute. Okay, so as it changes, we have a tendency to stick to what we know works. And take my own company for example. For the years I've been doing this, 27 years of the 54 been in business, and I've adapted to the different market conditions by changing our procedures internally. And it takes a little while for us to realize that we need to change a procedure, because after something doesn't work well the first, second, third, fourth, fifth time, we think, you know what, it's not us. It's the system. It's the environment of the industry that isn't supporting how we used to.
Industries change?
Yeah, imagine that. How we used to assign timelines to transactions. We used to mirror the contingency periods in the contracts. You know what I mean? To keep what we do in line with the real estate purchase contract. And then pretty soon that started changing, because realtors started strategically changing those timelines from 17 days for an appraisal contingency to 10. So when all of your internal procedures are set up for 17 days, and then a week of that is cut off,
right?
The alignment's not there. And so here's the big push. All of our friends that are worthy in the business are enjoying a pretty good level of business right now. And for whatever reason or not, the best ones will rise to the surface, like Skyline, to adjust to the market so that their procedures and processes are in concert with the trends. For instance, when TRID first hit the deck in October of last year, everybody was quick to push back on 60-day escrows. Don't try and negotiate a transaction to close sooner than 60 days until we get our feet underneath us on these new federal guidelines. Right? Okay. Right. And then you got these renegades out there. I can still do it in 30 days. Well, right. Maybe you can, but the title insurance companies can't. Maybe the escrow companies can or can't. But if you're going to negotiate a transaction to close sooner than what the industry's set up to do, you better get your team on the same page and get the expectations established.
See what I love you're bringing up. And again, if you just tune in, you're here with the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. My co-host today is Mr. Steve Korn, owner of Newhall Escrow, and talking about setting the right expectations, or preparing yourself with the right expectations, one, either selling or buying real estate. And what I love that what you're bringing up, and Steve's talking about, some professionals setting certain expectations, stuff. A real professional, we're talking a professional real estate professional that's done lots of transactions, been out here for years, escrow companies such as Newhall Escrow, Skyline Home Loans such as our team, I know we set right expectations. When you don't set expectations, I think you're doing your clients, all parties, a disservice, because all you're doing is raising stress levels for everyone by just trying to tell them what they want to hear.
Right.
That is the last thing you should be doing as a professional. I know our real estate professionals we like working with, that we refer our clients to. Set right expectations, whether it's what you should sell your home for, not what you want to sell it for home or you think you can, what you can sell your home for, and what you should sell it for to get the best offer. Because a lot of people think, put the highest, perfect example, Steve, and you'll agree with this, I'm sure. I'll just put the highest offer possible on it, and I'll get the most money. But the problem is you just scare away all your potential buyers.
Right. Yeah. You took 2/3 your buyers off the page, and the same thing goes for lending too. Because what good would it do for you to set an unrealistic expectation for your buyers' purchasing power when it gets down to their passion for a home that they fall in love with, get an offer on, and now they can't all of a sudden
they can't
qualify for it.
Right.
That's crazy. But I find the details are the big key. When we get an escrow open, I spend more time than I'm sure anybody does on the phone with the seller and the buyer to say, okay, steps 1 through 10, here they are. Maybe actually not 1 through 10, but say 1 through 4. Here they are. This is what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And if for some reason between all that you hear something different, question it, because if you don't hear it from me, it may not be accurate. So, and buyers hear that from me too. And it sets the stage for a more enjoyable transaction. They don't think that something, because no news is good news. They don't
Right.
think, you know what I mean? They just think that's the process, and that's what we want them to think. And of course, I encourage them to stay in constant contact with Skyline along the way, so that if there's anything needed, they're on top of it.
Well, okay, the bottom line is we have to close up shop today, and we thank you for joining us every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can find out more at donandgino.com, donandgino.com. Steve, thank you for always
My
being
pleasure.
a great part of our show. And the bottom line we are presenting to you is that you need to work with a top professional that's going to help set the proper expectations and help you succeed in buying and selling a home. Bottom line.
That's it. Bottom
So
line.
reach out to Steve Korn, owner of New Hall Escrow. Reach out to Skyline Home Loans. You can reach us at Santa Clarita HomeLoan.com.
NewHallEscrow.com.
That easy. All right. And check us out again at donandgino.com. Thank you for joining us every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on donandgino.com. Check out the YouTube channel. A lot of great information. We thank you for joining us. Hopefully you all survive this fires. God bless you and have a great weekend. Be good humans.
Cheers.